What's going on, people? Welcome to a Toronto Hoop Talk live stream. My name is Alam, and today I'm doing a watch along for maybe the last 45 minutes of this game. We got 4:36 left in the third quarter. We got Raptors and Suns. It's 81-75. I do want to let you guys know, shout out to Time to Shine, that I think as soon as I hit live on the stream, the Raptors started letting the lead go. So anybody here that's cheering for the tank, you can thank me. You're welcome. I'm out here doing God's work. Shit was looking like a win. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I turn on the live stream and we start losing. And I just want everybody to know this could have happened earlier. I was supposed to start this live stream around like 6:30, but I was at a friend's place that's like an hour away. And they live in an apartment where you need to like have the key to get up the elevator. I took my friend's keys because I went downstairs to get something. I went back to my friend's place and then I just had the keys. Then I left, I went home, and I took their keys with me. So, like, I was maybe 3/4 of the way home. We realized I had the keys. I had to turn around, just fucked off an hour of my life turning around to bring their keys back. So unfortunately, this watch along had to get delayed because of that. Note to self: don't plan things before watch alongs. But yeah, 81-77. I see Digger Ocean is in here as well. Shout out to you. I see the family is in here. So we're gonna watch the rest of this game. RJ pulls up for three, misses. Ochai with the rebound. Jacoby in the corner. Okay, gets two players to miss. Relentless from the Raptors to get this bucket. I'm weeping for the tank right now. I'm weeping for the tank. I see Brooklyn won yesterday, so that's good for anybody cheering for a tank. I'm gonna get a scoreboard up. Bleacher Report NBA. But yeah, man, RJ got a bucket and he got fouled. Anybody cheering for the tank, this game is not going good for you. I was about to, you know what's funny though? Given the delay, right? What I was gonna do initially for this thumbnail, especially after we benched Jakob Pertl, what I was gonna do is I was gonna put Devin Booker on that side of the thumbnail and a tank, that Raptors tank from that one thumbnail I did with the Pelicans. I was gonna put the Raptors tank versus Devin Booker. Why can I not click this? But because I had to do this late, I learned, I'm like, okay, we're actually winning. I can't just shamelessly put a tank up there because it looks like we're not gonna get it done. Okay, why is this scoreboard being complicated with me right now? Bleacher Report NBA. Yeah, but our schedule is so easy if we keep playing our guys heavy minutes and not sit them. Yeah, no, the schedule is ridiculous. We had all the easy opponents, all the easier opponents lined up for the last 20 games, and I still think we're at 26 games left, so we're not even in the easy part of the schedule yet. We're going to be getting a lot of Brooklyn and a lot of Charlotte at some point, so that's not going to be fun. Digger Ocean says hopefully the threes normalize. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let Jacoby Walter and Shed finish the game. You know, the rookies have to make some mistakes at some point. Just to take stock of things, are we all on the side of tanking? That's Digger Ocean and Time to Shine. Are we all on the side of tanking? Because I'm definitely on that side. Especially considering the salary cap stuff that we have going on. Like I mentioned, we're making a pretty strong push to 2020 for the summer of 2027. And I think regardless of whether the approach is to trade for somebody or to spend money in free agency, which is I don't think the plan, but it's probably to trade for somebody to extend in 2027. The most talent on cheap contracts we can get, the better. What's your thoughts on their approach though to play these guys heavy minutes? Hold on. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I gotta see the minutes because again, I'm joining this pretty late. Scotty Barnes 23, RJ 25, Quickly 19. I mean, yeah, I would probably give Battle some minutes. And Mobo, Walter, Shed only at 10, 10, and 13. Damn, Raptors on a 7-0 run in 2 minutes. So I think what I'm learning is when I was at the live soon screen, that's when things were going good for us. Ever since I actually got on camera, the Raptors went on a run. Yes, Tank no making the play in. And also, I don't know why. Somebody was telling me like, oh, it's important to be as low as you can be. And I think I was kind of dismissing them. I don't know if it was Digger Ocean or not, but I was talking about how I'm like, man, if you're the worst team, you get like 12% odds. If you're like the fifth worst team, that's like 10% odds. There's not even a huge gap there. But yeah, like I was thinking about it and I was just processing the fact that if you're fifth versus third, it's about how far you can drop. And I was like, shit, that is a big deal. So I'm all for getting to as low as we can get. I don't think we can catch Charlotte, but I think we can keep Brooklyn and Philadelphia away from us. And I think that needs to be the goal. I want to play, and I was like, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Like, we're not going to get the players to buy into the tank, even though that's really what we need. Okay. Devin Booker checks out of the game. Shout out to Devin Booker. That guy was tweeting about wanting Hooters to not go out of business. That's kind of wild from a guy like Devin Booker. I was shocked to see that. I wonder if he was at the Hooters in downtown Toronto last night, paying homage to a dying business. Sadly, they need to lose enough to be able to make the play. Hold on, they need to lose enough to be able to be out of the play-in, right? For the players to give up. That's true. That's true because, like, especially for guys like Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett, I'm pretty sure the losing is demoralizing. Like, it's hard to get the players to buy into something like that. And I'm sure for Darko, like, everybody cares about their stats. I'm sure Darko isn't a fan of just racking up all these L's. He's never going to catch Nick Nurse in any statistical categories because Nick Nurse stepped right into a great team. But shit, man, it's for the best. It's for the best. That's what we need. Shout out to everybody in here. 10 people watching live. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing probably as many games as we can going forward. I think I saw that the games I'll be doing this week are Wednesday and Friday. So I think Wednesday is Indiana and Friday is, I forget who's on Friday, but I think Boston is on Tuesday, and I'm not watching the Raptors against the Celtics. No, thank you. Let them come back in the last game after being helped to the back. Yeah, see, the thing is like, I think 2-week injuries got to become 4-week injuries for us. Like, give everybody 200% of the time that they need to heal. That's what I'm a fan of. Darko has shown me you have a lot more control over the pace of your rebuild than you think. Interesting. Hold on. What do you mean? Darko has shown me you have a lot more of the pace of the rebuild. Are you talking about, is this a comment on player development? Because I'm not exactly sure what you're getting at, but it sounds interesting. Shout out to that Canadian. Scotty Barnes, pump fake, quickly, can't get past Beal. Ball gets swung back to Scotty. Scotty kind of dribbles into a double team, and the kick out to Ochai gets picked off by Tyus Jones. Easy dunk for Grayson Allen. Jacoby misses from the corner. Man, anytime Grayson Allen thrives, I get sad. I'm hashtag not a fan of Grayson Allen. KD pull up 3, misses. Scotty Barnes fakes, collapses the defense and kicks to Mobile in the corner, but that's the wrong guy to find in the corner, unfortunately. Quickly calls for a screen, and then Mobile takes an offensive foul. The young players are doing this the nonsense that we need them to do. I think it's just a credit to the way I think he would develop players. Some of these rookies don't look like rookies. Sometimes this is real. Okay. I get what you're saying. I agree from the standpoint of like, if you actually successfully develop players, then it doesn't need to take 3-4 years the way some people think rebuilds have to be. And I think generally in sports as a whole, like I think identification of young talents and development of young talents is just intrinsically the most important part of having a successful sporting franchise. I think that's the case in basketball, both footballs. Can't say I really follow any of the other sports enough to know, but like, even if, let's say, you're starting from ground zero, it helps to be able to develop a young talent, to even amass enough talent to trade for the players you actually need. If you're actually a good team, it helps to develop young talent to find role players around your talents. In all cases, the development of young talent is like the most pivotal thing. And I really think, like, if a person made me the president, like, let's say LeBron, he got the Vegas franchise, and for some reason Zuri started watching this channel and recommended me to to LeBron. And LeBron was like, "Look, you're my president of basketball operations." The first thing I would do is I'm like, "Okay, LeBron, how do we become the best development franchise in the world?" Because that would be my first goal. Is like, how do we get the best scouts, the best talent development guys, and if you can get good at that as a franchise, you can take steps forward pretty quickly. I would go as far to say that that's something we used to be really good at. And my guy Kenyon, who has a channel called Basketball Rewind, he's a little bit more informed about these things. But he for a long time has talked about how when the Raptors were a good drafting team and we were getting guys like Norman Powell and Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, those kind of players, our scouting departments and like our management as a whole, they got plucked by other teams. There's a lot of brain drain that happened at that point. So yeah, like we lost a lot of the people that made us really a really good franchise at drafting and developing talents. It really looks like with this batch of rookies, so like we might be back to our old ways, because like that Canadian saying, we definitely don't. These 4 players do not necessarily look like rookies, and I wouldn't even say that we've given them just like minutes on minutes on minutes to go crazy and develop however they wanted to. If this isn't like a process sixer situation where it's just like you can play as much as you want to. No. They've had some 905 stints. They've had stints where they're just benched. They've had stints where they get 25 minutes. But the point is like, it really looks like we hit home runs in talent identification. And like, a part of it is, it's not just understanding who the good young players are, but a part of it is understanding what are a young player's strengths, what are the weaknesses, and then what are you good at developing as an organization? Are you good at developing shots? Are you good at developing feel for the game? Like understanding exactly what you know you can develop versus what you can't is a part of identifying which players are fits for your organization and your development staff. So these are the kind of things that I think are vitally important in a team. And it does look like we kind of went away. We got, I don't know if I could say we went away from it, or we just lost the people that were good at it and had to get them back. Yeah, our bench could start and probably win a lot of the games going down the stretch. Tank's going to be rough. Might lose its treads a few times. No, you're right. You're right. And I mean, think about how, like, I was thinking about how good it is that we traded Olynyk and Bruce Brown. But we're at a weird point where like we're really deep. We're like 11, 12 players deep. Even though that you could say that it's not like we have championship caliber players at the top of the roster, we don't. But it feels like if you were to add a championship caliber 1 and a 2, we have waves of talent you could put around those kind of pieces. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. It took us OT to be the tanking Raptors. It took you the 4th quarter during one of the watch-alongs we did earlier as well, man. Toronto randomly looking like a tough matchup for Miami out of nowhere. But shout out the Heat though. Bald Tyler Hero is a pretty, is more effective than I remember Tyler Hero with hair. Okay, they're showing me highlights. Has anybody gotten an update on Brandon Ingram's health? because I saw the video of him shooting jumpers, and I think it was in the Raptors facility. He was like shirtless. He didn't look like particularly unhealthy. I know they said he had an ankle injury. I mean, he looked like it didn't look like he was limping. It didn't look like he was favoring one side versus the other. This is Tyler Hero's team, by the way. Nah, I heard. Ooh, good cut by Beal to get an easy bucket. It is a 4-point game, 88-84. Reckon he plays a couple of games. Yeah, I think once our tanking spot, like our draft selection, is secured, Scotty into that's his shot now, by the way. Posting somebody up and turnaround jumper. Ingram has to tank chain his ankles. Yeah, absolutely. It's not a ball in a chain, it's a tank in a chain. That's an offensive foul by Grayson Allen. Hell yeah, let's go. I mean, shit, I'm cheering for the tank. Never mind. This is a complicated situation to be in as a fan. Okay, sick. My glass of water is here. Okay, so I think obviously the good people of the chat here. Let me see. Does Spotrack open up the mobile version? The good people of the chat. Obviously, we know that we would like to have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the Raptors if we're able to secure him in 2027. But I was looking at the free agents yesterday on stream, and there were some other names. So I was thinking of throwing them out there for the chat to look at and see how we feel about some of those other players. Because everybody who needs to be committed to in 2027 is an option. So that's going to probably be the way I direct conversations. He can sign an extension this summer. We need to pray he doesn't. Okay, just I might share this later on why I need this information. But SGA fired his agent and has decided to represent himself. And so basically when a player does that, what happens is that they're most likely going to just pay lawyers an hourly rate to do their contract work, as opposed to paying an agent a percentage. So what likely has happened here is that SGA is going to have a lawyer look over his contract / negotiate / draft his contract. In every report that I've seen about him firing his agent, nobody highlighted who his lawyer would be. If anybody can find, if you guys ever come across who his lawyer is, can you just stash that information away and save it for the next time you see me on stream? Because that is information I really would like to find out. And if you guys could help me find that out, that would be awesome. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly why I want that information. I might share it one day on stream. But yeah, just want to put this little platform to use. There's 11 people watching live. To anybody who might watch this after the fact, if you guys find out who his lawyer is, let me know. I need to get in touch with that person. But yeah, unfortunately, they have 4 super easy games coming up against the Jazz and the Wizards. So closing on the Bulls, possibly. Yikes, man! If we drop to 9, that'll be depressing. My free throw merchant. Hey, we like to see the support. Because of that, it'll be hard to get the players to stop playing hard. They'll be close to the play-in for at least a month. That's sad stuff, man. The one time we actually want to tank, it becomes a complicated thing. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's lawyer, bro. He fired his agent, which means he's probably going to be paying a lawyer significantly less than an agent to negotiate his max deal. I just want to know if anybody can find out who that is. That would be awesome. Because I could not for the life of me find out who the lawyer is. But yeah, these are the people. As Scotty Barnes backs down KD. He hit KD with the turnaround jumper last time. This time he tried to do the same thing, and the veteran KD saw it coming. IQ looks off Scotty Barnes, who wanted the ball back. IQ sets up Scotty for a wide open three, who knocks it down. But yeah, if this is the list of people who are going to be free around that time. And I guess you can start looking at people's ages. You know what? I'll save this for the next commercial. Bradley Beal, great job. Damn. I thought Mobo did a good job of everything until he started jumping at the end there. Had good positioning, moved his feet well, and then just like, as the taller person there, I don't think you have to jump here. You can just keep your feet, raise your hands, let him shoot over you as a shorter player, and see what happens. But yeah, so I think the names begin at Trae Young because of the age. Trae Young would be 28 in 2027. So it starts with Trae Young. Then there's Luka, but we all kind of assume that Luka can't be gotten from LA. Then you have SGA. Then you have Jalen Green, who is pretty young. That's kind of an interesting name there. After Jalen Green, who else do we have? Oddly enough, RJ Barrett and Brandon Ingram probably look like the next best names after that. But I guess at some point we can have the conversation of like, what about Jalen Green or Trae Young? Like SGA is the dream. That is like ideal as hell. But if that doesn't work out, is it possible? Is it possible to, maybe consider a Trae Young or a Jalen Green? Also, I mean, I think with Jalen Green, Houston is building something. They're building a good young core. If they let him go, it's probably because he's not that good, or his development doesn't go as planned. But Trae Young is maybe a realistic name to consider. Suns turn it over. Time to shine. I don't know if he's exactly coaching for his job from the standpoint of like, if things go bad, he gets fired this year. I think he is coaching for his reputation as a coach, though, because if it doesn't look like you're doing good things, like you're basically walking into next year coaching for your job. But there's a chance that if you had like a good end to the year from a coaching standpoint, you could take some pressure off. Winslow. Ooh, okay. I remember this, but I didn't think to look into the lawyer for this lawsuit. Because maybe it's the same lawyer. Okay. Judgment issued. Ontario Court of Justice Robert found him fraudulent misrepresentation. Okay, thank you. I can look into who the lawyer is. Who's not involved? Told the ESPN. Okay. Yeah, I can look into this, and then we can maybe do some digging into. But 4 days later, a stranger knocked on the Burlington property. Okay. The plaintiff and the defendants. Cool. Okay. I think I found some lawyers. I can look them up. This is cool. This is a good start. It's a good start. What did I miss? Is this an offensive foul on Quickly? Man, that's bullshit. Are you? That's hilarious. Oh man, it's shout out. Those were days. Those were times. Doing watch-alongs from an undisclosed location with one eye on the door, making sure I didn't get kicked out or where I was. Those were times. Those were fun watch-alongs too, because there was an innocent naivety to like how the season was gonna go. Like, sure, I wanted to lose games and wanted to see the young team develop, but at the same time, maybe I didn't completely understand how bad things were gonna be. IQ to the basket, misses. Ball gets tipped away from Boucher. Jacoby gets the rebound. Floater, misses. That was chaotic. KD to Booker. By the way, time to shine. I don't know how much longer you're gonna be up, but after this stream, I was gonna hop on to my NFL channel to do. I've been doing a series of off-season previews. I was gonna do a quick preview of the Chiefs and the Bengals off seasons. Barnes to the basket finishes over Plumlee. Those streams are always really short. They're like 30-minute streams. But yeah. J-Mo gets in the passing lane. Raptors 3-on-1 break. And Boucher somehow gets stripped by Booker, but wrestles the ball back to get the and one. Slam the like button. Slam the like button like McClung at the dunk contest. That's how we need you guys to slam the like button. That's what we need. Oh, man. Yeah, no, man. They're going to win this game. Unfortunately, Phoenix is just too shit right now. Imagine having Kevin Durant on your team when you're losing to this Raptors, this version of the Raptors. Come on, man. That's a sad place to be. Man, shout out to Peter, wherever Peter's at, man. But yeah, so names. I think, yeah, the ones we'd have to talk about are Trae Young and Jalen Green, because we can't just assume that SGA can be gotten. There's a very realistic chance that's not possible, especially because OKC is building something. Again, what we need to have happen is we need OKC to start playing funny game, like start playing games with Jalen Williams or Chet Holmgren. Like I think they need to crumble under the financial burden of keeping this team together, and we need that to happen before SGA puts pen to paper on this extension. That's the only thing that can save us. The cheapness, not cheapness, just the reality of the situation that owner is facing. We need that to kick in. If not, he's probably putting pen to paper. I actually think SGA is one of those people that does not care about how beautiful the city is that he lives in. Also, why are these things not opening? What the hell? Bleacher Report used to be my website. Okay, ESPN Raptors Suns. Okay, we can do this for now. With this schedule, the tank may be dead. What are the chances you think they have to beat the Celtics, presuming Ingram will return in time? Is he from Toronto? Who? SGA? Yeah, SGA is from Toronto. He's like very from Toronto as well. A guy was wearing Maple Leafs jerseys to Thunder games. There was something else too. I used to have another example. But yeah, man, he was proud to play for Canada. And I think I saw a clip. No, I heard somebody talking about a clip from the Court of Gold documentary. Oh, yes, yeah, 100, yeah, bro, bring him home. This is our best chance. This is our best chance at having elite level talent or recruiting elite level talent from another team. So this is the thing. This case that he that Digger Ocean put in the chat. I saw this earlier, but basically he bought a home in an area of the GTA, which is the Greater Toronto area, where like it's by the water, and it's generally like it's the area outside of the city that people with money buy homes in. I think the home he bought was like $18 million. But yeah, that's like a forever home, kind of a home to buy. Like this is a home that you plan to have for the rest of your life. he's not obviously gonna live in Oklahoma City for the rest of his life. He must have a nice home while he's there. Also, a nice home in Oklahoma City probably doesn't cost that much. But no, man, like he was out here buying forever homes in Toronto, and like the area that he bought the home in, who else bought a home in that area? But yeah, like the Oakville, Burlington area, that's where a lot of really rich Toronto people really like settled down. Oh, there's something I can't talk about. I can't talk about how I know this. But yeah, like I know of like a Raptors player who wasn't in Toronto for that long, but got somebody pregnant while he was up here, and like as a person with all the money in the world, like he set up his child's mother in the same area, like same kind of area in Burlington, Oakville. Like that's just generally people from Toronto who don't want to live the big city life. That's the kind of area they go to. But yeah, man. I do think here's the thing. I do think that if Shea wanted to leave Oklahoma City, he would consider Toronto like a viable option. I just don't think it's like I don't think him being from Toronto would pull him away from Oklahoma City. Like I don't think we have the pull to take him from OKC. But if OKC fumbles him, then I think we're set up nicely. Raptors up 12, 7:20 to go. But yeah, people, I'll be doing watch-alongs on Wednesday and Friday this week. RJ to the basket, lob to JMO. I think the pass was a little bit off there. Booker catches it. Booker spins. Posts up Jamal Shed. Spins past the double team. Boucher actually had a great idea to double team Booker. He just missed, like he just whiffed on him when he got there. But yeah, shout out to everybody tapped in. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Road to 250 subs. I'm at 233. Would love to hit 250 by, I'm thinking the lottery. Up to this, from this point onwards, we're gonna do as many Raptors games as possible. But when March Madness comes around, I'm gonna be doing as many March Madness streams as I can, and I'm gonna be focusing on the colleges of the top 10 prospects. So at some point, I'm gonna narrow in on, I think that's Duke, Rutgers, BYU, Texas, Illinois. But yeah, there's a handful of schools, and I'm really going to lock in on their March Madness games because obviously March Madness is an event. So we will be there, people. We got Raptors games for as much as we can. We're going to have March Madness games during March. And then when the playoffs hit, I'm going to be doing Thunder playoff games. And then occasionally maybe a Pacers game because of Pascal, or a Knicks game because of OG, or a Nuggets game because of Murray. Like, we're going to sprinkle in the other ones here and there, but we're definitely going to be honing in on Thunder games. And then obviously into the lottery, we're going to be doing a live stream during the lottery because that's a fucking pivotal moment for our franchise. And then off-season content will be off-season content. We're gonna do the draft. We're gonna be live for free agency reactions. And then I might be doing WNBA stuff as well because I'm starting to familiarize myself more with WNBA because we're getting a team, Toronto Temple. But going forward, like next summer onwards, we're going to be having Toronto Temple watch-alongs when they play. It's going to be super lit. RJ to the basket, tough layup, can't get the look to fall. 10-point lead with 6:20 to go. And Bradley Beal hits a 3. Bradley Beal, we need you to rescue us. That's what we need from you. RJ to the basket. Really drives into a crowd there. Boucher with the putback, misses. And Boucher with some uncharacteristic misses at the basket today. Booker in transition. And the Raptors lead is, brought back down to 5 points. 105-100. Damn, this is not updating. Okay, finally it updated. I guess I got to leave it open. But yeah, is there anybody else here worth thinking about? I guess restricted free agents on rookie salaries wouldn't really be so, like Risa Shea and like obviously not Wemby. Shout out to Wemby though, man. Hope he gets healthy. There's no other names to really fixate over. Yeah, the rookie salaries don't matter. Go Suns. We could get a hero 40 bomb 33 at the moment. How much time is left? But yeah, Trae Young at this point would be 28, same age as SGA, and Jalen Green would be 25. So in 2027, how old would our core be right now? So Scotty Barnes would be 26. So Mobo would be 26. Shed would be 25. Grady would be 24. Jacoby 23. IQ would be 28. RJ would be 27. I mean, I guess even Jakob Poeltl, let's say we resign him, he would be 32. So, like, clearly there would be a decline. But as is, I feel like he has a game that would age gracefully. I mean, and of course, parting with pieces would be a part of making that kind of a move. They definitely won't go the free agent route. But I think, like, you could almost look at Ingram as that was a free agency move. And I think Masai has used the term pre-agency. Damn, Phoenix hits another 3, man. We might get the tank loss we need. But like, there's the whole thing of like, even if you have cap space to spend, a part of how you could spend it is re-signing a person you trade for, which is basically the Brandon Ingram route. So that's how I'm looking at free agency. It's almost just to look at like the kind of pieces you could invest in. So if you have a bunch of money to spend, you can make a trade for somebody who needs to have money spent on them in 2027. Which is why I think even if you're thinking about trades, that's one way to look at it is you can maybe hope that the Hawks hold off on trading Trae Young and then they realize next year, oh, we're actually going to struggle to get him under contract. And then they have to look to the trade market and you have enough pieces to make a competitive offer. Same thing goes for Jalen Green. So that's the kind of thing I think you have to look for. Quickly hits another 3. So back-to-back big 3s from Boucher and Quickly to quell any hopes we may have for a loss. Booker to the basket. Oh, guys, I saw a question somewhere online. I wanted to ask you guys this. If you were a basketball player, would you rather break Kobe Bryant's 81-point record or would you rather have a 60-20-10 triple-double? Yeah, this is absolutely true, Digger Ocean. It's like a dead giveaway of what the coach is after. Quick hits another 3, back-to-back big 3s from Quickly, who does the skip and then yells. My guy is gassed to be hitting 3s. Royce O'Neal left wide open in the corner by Chris Boucher. 60-20-10 triple-double. Okay, we have 1 vote for that. Quickly to RJ. RJ hits another 3, and we're raining 3s now to close this game out. Piss off, Royce O'Neal. Man, we're yelling that we're cursing the other players for missing 3s, man. What a time. Man, unfortunately, bro, our players have done what they've had to do to win this game. Time to shine is fuming. We're disgruntled at a win, man. Why did Phoenix have to play yesterday in Chicago? Why did they have to play, then get on a flight and play us again? RJ in the corner hits another three. And damn, bro. Can you imagine how exciting this would be if we needed a win or if we wanted wins? Our team absolutely barraging the other team with threes to ice a game would be so exciting if this is what we wanted in life. Unfortunately for us, it's not what we want in life. Which kind of sucks, I suppose, but it is what it is. IQ to RJ again. Don't kill me. 4-point play for RJ. 4-point play dagger. These players are going to ruin our future. Oh my God, 1,000,000%. Man, I'm watching my players hit clutch threes and I'm sad. What is life? What is life, guys? What is this? Oh my God. This is supposed to be exciting. This is what you've done to me, Masai. Also, for what it's worth, I think RJ has a hilarious, like, pissed face. Like, I think it looks right on DeMar because DeMar had like a mug that he liked doing as well. RJ's just looks funny to me. Someone needs to talk to these players. It's unfortunate. It definitely needs to happen. Like, how could we do it? I think somebody would have to. You know what might have to happen? We need to start like putting stuff in there. Like, we need to start feeding them like slightly raw like meat, AO. But like, just to get a little bit of a stomach bug, right? Just a little bit of food poisoning or whatever. Yeah, bro. Like, maybe we need to get them sick a little bit to stop playing basketball. I'm not trying to be in purgatory, man. I'm not trying to be in purgatory at all. Just play them less minutes. But like, the thing is, it would be impossible, absolutely impossible to get Darko on side. It has to be the players. Because Darko, I mean, like Digger Ocean is saying, like, clearly is trying to win basketball games. And from his standpoint, like, he has a job to coach for. Fair enough, right? We got to get the players off the court. RJ to the corner. Chris Boucher hits another three. Dog, this is supposed to be thrilling. This is supposed to be thrilling. Absolute. Brooklyn does that. Man, Jordy is on side, though, man. Jordy's a smart guy. Again, this is supposed to be a thrilling moment. Did Boucher try to do the quickly skips? What a funny guy, man. What a funny guy. His Boucher. I know, right? 23 and 10 off the bench. $127, $109. Raptors get a good, like, it's a bad result because of what we're cheering for. But seeing a barrage of threes and clutch, like, fuck, it makes me yearn for wanting to cheer for my team. Like, this makes me want to. I can't wait for next year, man. Had to turn off the game after RJ's threes. Don't kill me. That's hilarious. Was getting too mad. I hear it, bro. I hear it. Damn, we have 4 players with 20 plus points. I see Garrett Temple is out there gassing up RJ Barrett. Both teams have waved the white flag. We got the bench players in. We should have done this earlier. Who's number 12? Oh, yeah, these are all random players. I won't know anybody on the Suns. AJ Lawson is getting minutes. Shout out Brampton. and we got a miss and a rebound. Okay, if I can't get the loss, the consolation I need is I need AJ Lawson buckets. And the season was up 14, now down 7. Man, that's pain. Oh, we got Jared Roden getting blocked. Bro, no, mid pick means we're a playing team. Okay, I have a thing about that though. Do you guys not think that there's a chance that if we were to pick 5, we might just take Malawach, which is probably the same player we could get at like 9? Because that's kind of how I think things are going to go. If we don't get a premier pick enough to get a Harper, Flag, Ace Bailey, like a top 4 pick to get that kind of talent, I think anything after that, we're just gonna draft Malawach anyways. Kenneth Lou, good to see you in the Lau. My bad, Kenneth Lau. Good to see you in the chat. Raptors Tankathon. I'm assuming you mean Tankathon lost tonight. Yes, the Tankathon lost, man. The Tank lost. Hold on, let me get this off the screen. Those of you who, this is a memorial I have of the Tampa Tank. I was thinking about if we get it's there in honor of Scotty Barnes. Never forget the tank that landed us. Potentially a very important part of our franchise. I was hoping we could tank again, get another great player, and then I was going to have the designer put a second tank beside it. I don't know what we would name the tank. We'd have to put a name. We'd have to give the tank a name afterwards. But the point is like, I was hoping for us to tank, hoping we could get somebody good, like a cornerstone. In my head, I was thinking if we can get the number 1 option for a championship team, that would be ideal. But yeah, no, like I don't think we have a championship caliber number 1 option on our team right now. I think that would have to be added by a trade or a draft. And this is our best opportunity for it to happen by a draft. It looks like barring a ping pong miracle, that's not going to happen. So that kind of sucks. But shit. If we land 8 now we're not getting a top 3. Yeah, we need a miracle. Not sure about Malawach. He doesn't get as many blocks as comparable bigs. He gets a ton of goaltendings. He's always late. Slow jumper, not recognize the play fast enough. No, those are all valid criticisms. I'm not even familiar enough with the player to like confirm or deny any of those things. But when I think about what we need on the roster and what kind of chances Masai likes taking, I'm thinking Malawach has Masai written all over it from the standpoint of somebody with the measurables. And, clearly Masai is comfortable taking raw talent. And that Malawach screams Masai Ujiri to me. Raptors will win a lot of games in the remaining games for the rest of the season. 100%. I mean, if this is what we did against Phoenix, yes, they're struggling, but they're still Phoenix. Think about what we're going to do against the Hornets and the Jazz and the Wizards. Wins are coming. I don't know if anybody watches Game of Thrones, but winter is coming. And the winter for us is just wins. Just plain old, just wins. So that's kind of not great, but it is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the live right now. 11 people watching live. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. We will have watch-alongs on Wednesday and Friday. I'm going to try my best to make the most out of the time that we have left. With games, we're going to have March Madness watch-alongs for all the prospects that we might be interested in. So the colleges that have, I guess, top 10 kind of a prospect, we're going to be doing as many watch-alongs as we can for those college teams. And then we're going to have, like I said, for the playoffs, probably OKC watch-alongs because of Shea. But that's what we have going on. I know I've been a little bit inconsistent about this channel. I have another channel, by the way, In Motion Football. It's linked to this channel. If you go to the Toronto Hoop Talk channel, scroll all the way to the bottom. You guys can follow me or subscribe to that channel as well, just to support. But yeah, I'm definitely going to lock back into this channel. Lots of content coming down the pipeline from this point onwards. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out what's going on. I'll see you guys later. You guys take care. I'm out.